One thing I did not like. One thing I did not like about this recording. Now this is the re-recording, right? Like I go back into the videos, to the recordings, and kind of see what's going on. I can't see my weapon. That's part of the. Like I go back, I'm like, where's my weapon? Where's my gun? That is a mutator or settings. What I was talking about, stuff like that. Like people have these type of mutators that you can do this in mid game. You know, like it's not. If you don't know the settings of it, then you won't know how to take it off on your screen. But I don't know. I just seen this one. Blue team scored on us, but I saw this one taken off. I'm not sure what happened here, but I don't see any weapons on the map neither. But again, like I can't see my weapon. I'm using a shock rifle right now. Just hit every single shot. It's pretty beautiful. I'm trying to back the flag carrier up a bit right here. I'm trying to help him out as he trying to run the flag. He went down. I went down. So that was the end of that. But anyways, I am going to continue back on that subject of what I was talking about not too long ago. Now, the settings, the mutators, you can kind of take your weapon off the screen. You can change the power damage on certain servers. And that's people's servers. They can do whatever they want, you know. But I'm just saying that doesn't really, the way I see it, it doesn't help somebody who wants to play so many different, like the same game type. You have to play that server all the time with those settings. But not everyone is in that server all the time. That's my only concern. It's like, all right, you expect somebody to get in the game and be really good at those settings when they're not even practice playing in those exact weapon settings all the time. Maybe a different pattern would come up of like a skill for that person. Like, you know, it's a mix. Like you play some people in probably a regular public game and they're probably not that good. You know, they're probably not that real good. But then they play in these settings and they could be excellent. I know you're probably thinking like, oh, this is a private custom game, but this is probably their specialty. This is what they're good at. You put them in a public game where all the rules are equal to what the game's supposed to be, and they may not just be good. But for someone like myself, I got to make adjustments to all game types. Like you guys see me play Elimination, CTF, Deathmatch, Team Deathmatch, Blitz. So I have a mixture of all those game types. That's one of the reasons. You know, I know many people hate the boasting, but that's the reason why I try to give myself a lot of credit when I play this a whole lot. But that's because, dude, that's not easy, man. Try to make adjustments to the way how people got their server settings, but not only that, playing the regular weapons against top tier players, but also playing a pub game like this against top tier players. You know, how will you perform? But again, back to what I was saying. Let's get back into. I'm just like picking off guys, but let's get back into what I was saying about the pug settings and rules on what people were using back in 2018. Let's go back in history real quick. So in 2018, in my pug games, I do have that up, and remember, it was being told during that time that if I join a pug game, I will suck, I will be horrible, etc., etc., etc. But take a look at those games and what weapons were being used, right? I understand. It is being said. Everyone always been swapping weapons. I agree. Weapon swapping has always been a thing. But the combination of weapon swapping, the technique of weapon swapping, the way how it's been done of how I used it in CTF, in Deathmatch, Elimination, all has been the same. No changes have been made on how I use all the weapons. So the way you look at it is consistent shooting, right? It's more of like, hey, you back off with a flat cannon. You charge it up with a pulse rifle. You combo it with like a sniper, with a rocket launcher. Your link gun is being used a whole lot. Now, I need to put a link below to actually show you, to take a look at one of my Pug 2018 games and watch. I'm going up against some top tier players still in Pug, and it's the weapon swapping is not there. It's like shock rifle, sniper. Rocket launcher is more straightforward rockets. It's not being aimed at your feet, more of a Quake style. It's not splash damage is what it's called. It's not a lot of splash damage rockets being used in those pug games against the top tier players. It's majority shock rifle and sniper. Again, shock rifle, sniper is still the majority weapon that's being used today, but it is not like that today as much as it was back then. Today, now you see that swap of all different type of weapons. Now, there's no wrong. Everybody can do whatever they want. I'm just saying that's where the credit should come from. Like, dude, you changed the way people are playing. And that's it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's all funny games. I enjoy it just like you guys enjoy it. I mean, just give the credit where you stop degrading my weapons that I'm using. Because others will always say, oh, all you use is this weapon. All you use is that weapon. Like, no, I use all weapons. It's already been shown. I hate the fact that, and that pulse rifle is always something I always use. But, there we go, baby. There goes the shock rifle. But anyways, let's continue and talk about what's going on here. There we go. 2 kills. And I got the return. So I'm holding on defense right now. My defense consists of holding mid-map, holding, you know, in the base. So I can see where my enemies are going, right? There are some people that dislike that in this game type. Like, you know, I'm a competitive player for years. I played in, like, you know, a lot of tournaments and so many different titles. So I bring that talent with me, you know, and the thing is, when I go out in the center to play a defense, to come back on into our flag room, I kind of give myself a view to see where our opponents are, right? Maybe 1 or 2 could slip past me, but then we have one guy that's inside the base, which is fine. But that's why I go inside the flag room to really see where our opponents is. That's our second chance. I really go in the center to try to get like a power up. Maybe it's a shield belt or a quad damage. And while I'm out there, sometimes I'll just try to pick off 1 or 2 guys, or at least get them weak. Just something like that, man. I think it's a useful technique. Some people don't love it because they're used to the same technique all the time. But that's just pretty much my style, man. You gotta let people go in with their style. You can't change the way how people want. You know, you can't do it. You know, not everybody can play for everyone. Everyone has their own style. I just got the flag return. I did what I had to do. Got the flag return. Now I'm gonna head back over to our base, and we got the flag cap. So you see how that worked out, right? If everyone do what they're supposed to do, and I do what I need to do comfortably, then good things happen. Really good things happen. Because first off, just like I said in the past, if I get annoyed and keep picking off some guys like what I'm doing right now, eventually they'll probably get tired and start focusing on me a lot. Look, I got Rampage right now, right? Rampage is 10 kills, no death. So if I'm on a Rampage, what that's going to make the team do, or the enemies do, if your streak keeps coming up, it goes on the screen for everybody to see. When that happens, guys they tend to start losing focus on the flag run and start focusing on you when they see you, like, or kind of looking for you. That gives our team a better chance to score again. But Rampage again is 10 kills, no devs. And it's normal. I'm still doing defense. I'm still doing my support slaying rule. So, you know, that's pretty much what it is. I took armor away from him. Got the flag return again. Still on a Rampage. Still double kill. I'm not shading away from, you know, the attack, from doing my job just because of kills. That's not, you know, some would say that's stat horn. That's not stat horn. If I got 2 returns and 1 cap with the Rampage. First half completed. So I'm on a streak right now. Almost 15 kills, 0 devs. I'm playing defense, mid map, you know, here and there, just to make sure power ups are taken and controlled, and go back and do things to really help my team out comfortably. If you change a player's style to make him do something different, then it may not work in your favor. Of course, doing the job would be the thing you have to follow. But if you're changing the way, you know, the person is doing something that works, let's continue to do it what works. And that's the good thing. That's how we're looking really good as a group right now. So we got the return. Stop the guys again on defense, and just continue to do my job. Go take a look, see where guys are coming in. If I can stay alive, of course that helps out a whole lot, right? And I think this is. I wanted to come out and kind of just like help out my teammates and stuff. Yeah, I know shield belt, all that shield belt came up. We got one guy in our flag room. There's going to be a time where I felt like guys are going to start targeting me. Now you see I'm on a dominating streak, right? So that does go across the screen where guys are going to be focused on me. So there we go, a double kill. I'm still doing the best I can. And there you go. You see how we stopped it? I stopped the defense in mid-map. You know, to me, I felt good that way, you know. And there we go. We score again. This is what I'm telling you on how you support Slay, on how you can help your flag carrier get across in center and stop the defenders in the center. It all happens right here. This is your one shot to make it work right there. Successfully get your teammate back to the base and stop the flag carrier. If you don't stop the flag carrier, that's fine. At least your teammate is in the base, and then that's when you start making a move on what's going to happen next. So unstoppable streak right now is 20. I believe it's 20 kills, 0 devs right now. Right now, that's happening on defense against some top tier players, and I'm playing defense and supporting my teammates a whole lot. Now, this is when you see I'm getting hit a lot. This is when I realize I'm being chased down or being followed, so I have to bail out. That the focus is more on me. It starts to turn towards me when my name come across screen. Why? Because I'm close to a Godlike. So we're up 3-1. What I was thinking at this point was, I want to get that Godlike. See, I'm getting chased. Guys are not focused on our flag. They have the opportunity to go in our flag room and take it, but they want to kill me. You see this guy's following? Bank is trying to kill me because I'm really about to get Godlike right now. Took Bank out. Then another guy is in the flag room. Took Roars out. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go for the Godlike. So this is when I took myself away from what I should be doing at the job. I'm still on defense, but I kind of was dancing around a little bit more to look for these guys differently. Still want to be in the flag room. I'm surprised I missed those shots, but it happens. Now, what they're going to chase, because we're still looking good as a team. Defense is still going on. Flag is still in our base. So I wasn't going to chase. I'm going to continue with my job, do what I have to do, and try and continue to stay consistent, help our team win this thing. Now I see 3 guys in our flag room right now. So I backed off a bit because I wasn't going to survive that. I mean, look at my health. Now remember, I go in the center to get power-ups, shield belt, stuff like that. That's exactly what I did. Take a look at this. Now, this is where I screwed up. Now, I know there was like 3 or 4 guys I was fighting right there, but they end up slipping past and got that flag cap. But I was like, I didn't want that to happen. But I am in their flag room. It's not a smart thing to do. I need to get back out of here. Head back to our base because we failed on the. I failed and we failed the group on the return. But I got the Godlike spree. If I die right now, it doesn't matter. But I got to get back on defense. That's pretty much what my job was on this game, on this round. So I got Godlike. Godlike is 25 kills and 0 devs. I wish I was able to look at the scoreboard for you guys. Oh, actually you can. All right, so look at that. I'm 32 frags, 5 devs. Like, PB was going crazy on the returns too, though. Like, but I had a lot of these guys weak too. You know, that's just the teamwork we were doing together. I had so many guys weak. You guys watching it, front view, center. So once they get in our base, a lot of times they're just not like in full health walking into our flag room, and some of them are just like walking in there with no backup because I'm taking off the backup guy, the supporter, the guy who's trying to support the flag carrier. So there it goes. I lost my streak, but I mean, you guys see the scoreboard. It's crazy. We got another score. Now I don't play, like, again, these settings are very different. I honestly, I am not really comfortable with the settings a whole lot. This is not my favorite, but it's Unreal Tournament, and I'm still going to enjoy it. I really, honestly, I do not enjoy the settings that much, and that's why I mentioned it earlier about the tampering of the settings and all that. There's just something different when I play these plug games about how my character shoots, the weapons. It's just something different. It don't feel natural, but I still, you know, try to do the best I can. But I still enjoy the game because it's very competitive. A lot of good players in here. So you have to go with the flow. That was a perfect combo of coming back with that flat cannon right there. Oh, I picked them off right there. I didn't even get to see that. Explosion. And thank you for those who gave me credit for these games, you know, and Pug, and the messages that he sent. You know, thank you. I appreciate it. Somebody was like, I don't know who it was, but somebody was like, yo, ShinDeon is unstoppable. Like, you know, I appreciate, like, things like that, man. That's good. That's good conversation. That's good. You know, that's credit. You guys see me. I give a lot of credit out, man. Always give credit where credit is due. Blue team got the score. Okay. feel like we had this already. So I was just dancing around everywhere. I feel like we had this. So we end up winning that game. The ending score, I started playing a little bit more freelance towards the end. I should stay consistent, of course. But I was consistent the entire game. It just towards the last, when they got that last cap. Probably the last 2 or maybe last 1 cap for blue team. But overall, I mean, take a look at the performance that game, man. Like, I mean, I could have went like 45 and like, all right, 43 kills and like probably like 8 devs, but I didn't want to. I wasn't trying to play like that. Like, that wasn't the game I was playing. Like, when you look at when you look at the stat sheet, you'll just say, oh, he played for stats. That's what it'll look like, because you'll see 43 kills and like 11 devs. Like, that's huge. That's like a 4.0 KD. Like, that's huge, you know. But that's not how it was played. You watch the game yourself. You see that how I was maneuvering around the map, how I was taking some of their main guys out of position, who was running the flag, who really was the main flag runner. A lot of times I kept taking that guy out, because without him, you notice a lot of the other guys wasn't able to do much. And King Kyle was their main, like, that's their main player on their team. If I can keep focused on taking King Kyle as much as I can, then I know that would have brought down their team, you know, blue team. And that's why you saw how I was playing that. And these are little tactics in game that a lot of people don't see, that I see. But then at the end of the game, they don't know what happened. They start assuming something else happened from their vision, but don't know exactly what happened, right? So that's why I'm here explaining and here telling you the way how I see things is completely different than most other players on your team or you're going up against. You know, it's just being very, very creative. Some people have that gift, that creative mindset, that you can actually vision something so much different than someone else, that like, yo, whatever he's doing, he knows what he's doing. Just continue to do what you do. You know, a lot of times I say that to players when I used to team with them in the past. Like, you know, in certain games I play, listen, it's just something about what this guy does that I can see that he's going to be a very good player one day. Like, I used to tell guys that. And I used to see a vision in certain players, and they wouldn't even see it in themselves until I give them that boost. And then they become elite gamers. I've seen guys rising in the past from like just a regular player into something amazing, you know, and I've seen it early, you know, but that's just something like what happened in this game. Like, you know, it's just more of like, hey, I had to do something to make a difference for our team, and it worked, you know, and our teammates, they did what they had to do to play. We all played together. It all worked out together. And that's what matters, man. That's what matters when you kind of look at the scoreboard and you look at the stats. You're like, okay, Shin just got just about the same amount of kills as us. But I was finishing guys, you know, so I want to hit guys and then like they got away. Oh, you know, we're actually slaying guys. So when you look at like the scoreboard of the slays, like, you know, when you look at the bottom, the red line, then you look at the blue line, like that right there tells you how many frags we got as a team over what they got, you know. So, and we had a lot, you know, so compared to them. I mean, what you're looking at now is because the guys already cleared out the room, but when you look at the total of it, there was a good amount. I mean, so let's go back and take a look at what the total was. I wonder if we can do that. I think, the video's already over. So, but anyways, that's that, man. It was all fun. It was good. We did everything we had to do. I played my role very well. I think it went extremely well, because if you allow me to play my defensive role the way I play defense, I can't really just sit right where the flag is. I have to play my maneuvering around and kind of like sightsee, see what's going on, see what patterns my opponents are doing. I don't like them to gang up. I don't like, you know, like let's say King Kyle going offense. I don't want King Kyle teaming up with another guy and waiting somewhere on our map to get in our flag room, and then we have only one shot that if I die and then my defensive guy PB dies, then we won't be, they're going to grab the flag and then we get a second chance. We got to grab a weapon and try to defend it right there and then, but they could get more backup. I don't take those wild chances. All right, we have one guy in the flag room, and then I go sightsee to see what, what's moving around the map. Take out their main offense guy. King Kyle's going to run a flag. I'm going to look for him on defense, moving around in our base, and take a look in the center to make sure those power-ups are not being taken, and they are taken on time by our defense or by our offense, but make sure they are taken on time. But that's pretty much what happened in that game, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Definitely hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you enjoy this to the fullest. You gotta hit that thumbs up. I mean, more thumbs up, the more I'm just like, okay, I think they like what they see, so let's do some more. So I've been uploading Unreal Tournament a lot lately for you guys because you've been smashing that thumbs up a whole lot, and I appreciate that. So let's keep it going, and more Unreal Tournament coming for you. So keep enjoying it. I'm ShinDeon. Thank you for tuning in, and peace out.